Mongoose Jake here with a couple of older games here. This is from early in the summer, but I've had them recorded and want to clear out some of these to get caught up. I'm going to record a bit more frequently so I can do so. But these are going to be a couple more back-to-back JgPz IV aces. And I've put up a video of this vehicle with back-to-back aces on the Fjords map as well as on our Swedish aircraft carrier map, now that I forget the name of that, as a Cromwell on my team shoots me. But this is going to be a couple of games that both kind of have a slow start. This one's on Siegfried Line, and the next one will be followed up on Karelia. But this one here, I go to a very, very typical tank destroyer spot. If you knock these trees over, the bunker provides hard cover, but knock both of these over towards the field, just as something for you to use. Doesn't matter what vehicle you're in, but don't just randomly knock them over. Push them over towards the field and they'll provide soft cover, which will conceal you until you fire or if the enemies get really close. So good idea to do that. There is a second position which I'll show here in a few moments after I figure out this is basically of no use to me out here. We have enough people covering this and I'm being very ineffective in my fire. The reason that you're seeing me be a little inaccurate here is watch the shell velocity. The shell is actually going pretty much where I aim, but this 8.8 L56 is the short 88 and it has a little bit lower velocity, and actually quite a bit lower in real life, but here in the game it has a little bit lower velocity. Now that can actually, despite being an accurate gun, it can lead you to have a lot of misses. The Cromwell would poke out. I would shoot with the crosshairs on him, hoping to, as you've seen, I was aiming for his drive sprocket or his engine, hoping to strand him out in the open. But by the time the shell got there, he'd already moved, and he'd gotten back into cover. That's where shell velocity comes into play with this game here. The long 88, even on the same tier on the Nashorn, those would probably have been hits. Now this is the second position. Now you can take this position and watch what I do here. I used regular ammo to track him, and this is about the only time that you'll see being able to go back and forth. I use regular ammo on his track. I switched to premium to actually deal damage. Now the reason why I'm firing premium is that's an lie. It has 150 millimeters of frontal armor and on the turret. I have 145 millimeters of penetration. This is part of knowing your target. I need to fire premium to penetrate him with his front showing. Now if he'll show his side, yeah, I can easily penetrate it with regular ammo, but I was using my regular ammo to track him. And here we have a T150 and a KB2. Now you do not need any premium for a KB2. T150 is iffy. And as you see, I decided just to fire premium because I have a gun that is packed with damage per minute. And that's the DPM we talk about. You can easily keep somebody pinned in place with a high DPM gun. As you see, I tracked the T150 because I've seen him reversing. Tracking somebody leaves them stranded. And a lot of times, if you do it at the right moment, you can leave them stranded in the open. And now here, you see me, I'm searching for shots on the AT-8. And again, tracking. You see, I try to go for one track, now I aim at the other. There's debris in the way. There, I got the track. Now, my teammates can go at him, and maybe they can even get in a position where he can't turn his gun towards them. And that's the armor of the AT-8. They've boosted its armor so much so that it's, even with premium, because this has 194 penetration with premium, that's still a 50-50 kind of shot on the front of that vehicle. Now, I have a number of bushes I can work through this area here. And now it's time to move up. But earlier in this battle, I've showcased the fact that shell velocity plays a lot of role into your accuracy. I don't care to just spam shots left and right. Accuracy means almost nothing to me, especially with high DPM guns. With high DPM, you can afford to waste shots, because you're going to have another shot, like with this vehicle here, in about 4.4 seconds. And right there, here's a case of I'm blind firing. That was a E8, and that doesn't have the greatest reverse speed. It's more mobile than a lot of mediums, but likely at least one of those hit him. Just because a target goes invisible because of the 10-second delay on once you're unspotted, if you are actually spotted by an enemy and you break contact, it takes 10 seconds and then you'll just all of a sudden go poof, drop off of everybody's screens. He was probably still right there, because he had most of his health left, and I'm pretty sure I hit the side of his turret with one hit there. There's no reason to not fire. And right here, I don't have anybody else shooting at me. Might as well shoot the Hummel. I'm not spotted either. But now I have a very nagging suspicion he never left. And it looks like I did get one hit into him. And coming in, going for him, I don't need premium. E8 doesn't have great armor. And he was running... He was, I believe, running the stock gun? No, that's a 76 with the long muzzle brake. But I'm going to go on to the results here. Of course, it was an ace. And this was just simply a well-played game. I moved, filled in the gaps where my team needed me, and overall had a good choice of ammo, using premium where I needed it, and avoiding using it when I didn't need to, and also showcased tracking. I tracked everybody, it seemed like, and that helped. Where this isn't the highest damage I've ever had in my JgPz IV, I also got a good amount of assistance there, about 700, and it helped make it a pretty good game. Now this game, on the other hand, this comes down to the wire, and I truly mean that. We're going to get down to, this is the spoiler, we're going to get down to the last 10 seconds before this game is actually decided. But just like the other one, there'll be a little bit of a slow start. And this is a bottom tier game, so this is going to showcase how to play a mobile tank destroyer while being bottom tier. And keep in mind, the JgPz IV is not based off of a ultra powerful gun. It's not like the SU-100Y, which people are afraid of taking a hit even if they are the top tier tank. This is based off of being a mobile, stealthy, DPM machine. The 88 shooting at 220 damage per shot, and with what I have set up, I have vents and rammer, plus brothers in arms. This thing can shoot every 4.4 seconds, which is great. Nobody repairs tracks as fast as that. And a lot of times, you can follow up a miss with a hit very, very easily. Like right here, I missed the shot, but I got another follow-up here really quick. The only thing it really, really struggles in is at long range against hard targets. That medium down there, the T-54 Mod 1, that's going to be a very, very hard target. I'm going to have to catch his side, even if I fire premium. I mean, I could hit his lower plate with premium at this range and it would go through, but his upper plate's not a chance. Now, I hit his track once on this Tiger P, and that was a very, very nice calculated shot by him. All he did was he lined up his hit indicator, and if I fire again, he's going to go again for me. So I have to be careful. But this is also the danger of sitting in a very, very obvious bush. Even if he's not using his hit indicator and lining it up properly, he can just simply look down the valley here and say, well, there's the bush that everybody sits at. And with both me and a Scorpion G, he's likely to hit one of us. It's just unfortunately, it was me this case. So I move over just a little bit. And the reason why I move over is because I don't want to be right next to that Scorpion with 3 artillery, because he will attract fire. And I've noticed that this is not looking great. Our real only position of strength is at the end of the valley where the E75 TS is, backed up by the MX Heavy. and they've got the Scorpion G overwatching. But our north, the FE 4000 or 4202, he's alone. We've got a lurker in the middle, sniping, and that's pretty much it. I mean, as you see, eventually the enemy SU-8 decided to counter battery the M12. They probably had been notified by their teammates that there was an artillery there. And pretty much once you zero in on that, you know that if there's an artillery there, he has to be sitting behind the rock, which the M12 was. But our FV, he's shown that the entire northern portion of the map is clear. He's made it all the way around, so there's no danger of anybody coming from that way. Now, you could play that one of two ways. I'm obviously playing it one way here. I'm going to back up the people down here. Now, I could, and some people do this, go run with the FE 4000. I keep saying 4202. You could chase the FV, keep up, and try to make a push that way. Or you could try to reinforce the people here. I'm choosing that because I don't want them to get taken out. I don't seem to have a shot anywhere on that T-54 Mod 1. But I need to try to do my best to keep these guys in the game. When they go down, they're going to push. The enemies will push through there. And those two heavies have the capability of dealing some damage. I'm backing way off, trying to see if I can't get more elevation. It's not a matter of hiding. I'm just trying to see if I can't get up higher so that I can shoot down more. Because right now the enemies are about to push around. The T-54 Mod 1 got taken out. He was who I was trying to get the elevation on. So I decided to move back up because now they're going to push around the corner, the enemies are, and I need to be able to be in position to help. And I track, again, track everything. It gives you more assistance. There's no reason not to, especially if you can track and deal damage. That's just a win-win. Now somebody else has tracked the AMX 5100. I'm going to keep him pinned there. Until, well, he's dead now. Premium for the IS-22, because especially at this range, he's got the armor to bounce my shots. He doesn't have the armor to bounce an artillery shot, though. So, for now, that E75 TS can breathe a sigh of relief. He's got some T-3045Ms that are going to push around at some point, plus the Tiger P when he gets there. But, as of now, I mean, he can take on a couple of T-3485Ms. The T-3485Ms would be smart to be waiting for the Tiger P at this point, because all three of them could overwhelm him. And that's what my job is. I need to help keep him alive. Now, I believe our Swedish tank destroyer, the LKV 65-2 over there, I think he's doing the same thing. I think he's helping watch the back of the E75. Still no notice on what the Larver's doing. He's sitting behind our AT-7. At this point, if he was a very active player, he should have moved over to G1. So instead, I'm going to make the move over to that direction and help out. I may not push all the way down to G1, but I can sit right here and be very safe. I gotta move up to get a shot here. And this is where leading shot is good. Thankfully, artillery tracked him, which made that very, very nice. Now I just have the Cromwell over there. And now, there's some information. Tiger P took out the AT-7. That means he's no longer in the valley. He can't have been in the valley and shot the AT-7. So he is either pushed in the middle, or he's went up on the hill. And actually, he has made his way all the way across the map, which is a feat for a Tiger P. It's the slowest of the Tigers. And obviously our Lurver's in the game. I had thought maybe he was AFK to that point. But he's there. He's just being very, very passive. Which doesn't bother me one way or the other. You work with what you've got. The lurver being there at full health is a massive distraction, at least. And even if he's not a great player and he's just sniping, the enemy's got to chew through him to get to our base. And the Scorpion's making the mistake here. I don't know how I bounced a shot off the front of a Scorpion, but I did. That leaves him on marginal health. He still has a high enough damage gun to one-shot me, so I can't charge him. But I can move over here and try to maybe put a little pressure on this Cromwell. And I'm also thinking that the Scorpion may attempt to come out this way. And again, it's a fast-firing 88. Why not fling a shot? And I had paused long enough in between the shots maybe to think he was moving through and give him a chance to get back into that bush, but no luck. Now, I don't know honestly what this Achilles is doing, but I will definitely get into position, because now I know he's going to be sitting behind that rock. And the typical player will go behind a rock and sit there for a few seconds, thinking they're out of cover or out of spotting, and then they'll pull out of cover. So you see me fire a few times, and I will again, because you never know. He was going to break cover sooner or later, and I was hoping to catch him when he did. Well, only thing that got caught was he caught a 152mm shell from the S51 at least. If the S51's got the big gun, it would have been a 200mm shell. Now, Lurver has been taking all the hits so far, and there's some more information. A Churchill 7 killed him, which means the Churchill 7 has got to be either over there in the upper part, or he's also down in the middle. There's the two places he could be now. Now I'm the focus of artillery. Playing cat and mouse here with the Cromwell. I don't want to poke that, because there's a Scorpion. Now, Scorpion's likely looking for me, so the LKV has a chance to take him out. Unfortunately, though, that's not the way it goes. The artillery is still firing at me, and I believe I've went dark, so I'm going to get out of here and get down in between these rocks in front and in beside me. Gives me a chance to maybe take artillery out of the equation. I know where their artillery is. They're both to the north. So now, I have a Cromwell up ahead of me, up on the upper ground. I've absolutely went dark. Now he knows I went around to the front from our base. So now I'm going to come around from the side, hoping to catch him unaware, because he may be on a artillery hunt. And he's not capping. So there we go. I've caught him. One hit. I'm going to close the distance so I ensure the hit. And now that M12 is going to be looking for me. I already know it. It's going to be looking for me or the E75 TS. Now at this point, the E75 TS should just get on cap. No reason for him not to. And the E75 says he keeps getting lit up. So that means that Churchill 7 never spotted, killed the Lurver. Again, never spotted. That's the key. So that gives you some idea of where he is. I'm suspecting he's in the center, driving up the road, maybe in the bushes. As you see, I go to here to overlook. I'm thinking maybe this Churchill's crawling towards our base. He's not fast, so he's got to be somewhere where he can spot, and he had to be in position to kill the Lurver. Because with 2.5 minutes left. It's cap now or kill. And the E75TS didn't cap. He got himself killed by the M12. The S51 is going to cap. So I need to play interception. I need to try to get around here, take out the M12, and then right now my thought process is, even if the Churchill is trundling towards cap, if we can kill the M12 and make myself and the S51 get uncaptured, it's a win. And that right now is the safest bet. So right now I'm taking what I think is the direct path to try to find the M12. Because either after killing the E75TS, he's either going to go lower or he's going to go to the northwest corner and try to hide out. And so I'm driving kind of halfway in between, thinking I should be able to spot him. I'm wanting to intercept him and then go straight on to capture. Time's getting to the point though right now, because the S51 hasn't made it there to cap yet. Time's getting to the point where even with 2 we're not going to capture. So there's one shot. He's slowly turning, but I'll reload before he even turns. Okay, now straight to capture. There's the Churchill giving his position away. I'm not going to get to capture at this point. I'm not going to. I will not get there in time to get on, and both of us have 45 seconds because it's going to take me more than 15 seconds to drive up there. So, premium in, and I have to go and hunt this Churchill down and kill him in the next 48 seconds. That's the only chance for this to be a win. So I'm using the rocks for cover. The S51, I'm hoping he's looking ahead of me, because I know this Churchill's right ahead. I have the stealth advantage. I have the camouflage on my side. I'm coming through the bushes here. I should be able to outspot him. And sure enough, I break through. He's been sitting here in the middle this whole time. Now I have the DPM advantage, even if he has the health advantage. I'm putting hit into hit. There's the massive hit. He's stunned. I finish him off with 9 seconds to go. That was actually a very, very good battle overall. I got quite a bit of spotting and damage in this one. And it was good enough, of course, for ace. I even snagged some bonds out of it. And while low tier, I ended up with the top damage and top experience. But that's what the JgPz IV can do. And I hope you've enjoyed these 2 games. Thanks for watching.